The Book of Tobit, also known as Tobias in some traditions, is part of a collection called the Apocrypha, or deuterocanonical books, scriptures accepted by the Catholic and Orthodox churches but rejected by most Protestant denominations. The book tells the story of Tobit, a righteous Israelite of the tribe of Naphtali, who lives in exile and maintains his faith despite suffering blindness and hardship. It follows his son, Tobias, who is guided by the angel Raphael on a divine mission that involves defeating a demon and marrying a woman named Sarah, who has lost 7 husbands to supernatural death. But despite its engaging narrative and spiritual depth, Tobit did not make it into the canon of the Hebrew Bible, the Tanakh, which is the textual foundation from which Protestant Bibles later emerged. This brings us to one of the key reasons why the Book of Tobit was left out of the Protestant canon. Its origin and canonicity were questioned from the start. The earliest complete versions of Tobit come from the Greek Septuagint, not from Hebrew manuscripts. Although fragments were later discovered among the Dead Sea Scrolls in Aramaic and Hebrew, the Hebrew canon, finalized around the 1st century AD at the Council of Jamnia, did not include Tobit. The Jewish leaders at that time prioritized books written in Hebrew and with known prophetic authorship, criteria Tobit did not clearly meet. Protestant reformers like Martin Luther echoed this decision more than 1,500 years later during the Reformation. They adopted the Hebrew canon as the Old Testament standard, excluding the deuterocanonical books, including Tobit. Luther and other reformers believed that these books, while possibly edifying, did not have the same authority as the texts universally accepted by the Jewish people. He placed Tobit and the others in a separate section and labeled them Apocrypha, noting they were not to be regarded as equal to Scripture, biblically speaking. One of the reformers' concerns was the presence of teachings in Tobit that seemed inconsistent with the doctrines of salvation by grace and faith alone. For instance, Tobit 12:9 states, "For almsgiving saves from death and purges every sin. Those who give alms will enjoy a full life." This verse appears to promote a works-based salvation, which contradicts New Testament passages such as Ephesians chapter 2:8-9. "For by grace you have been saved through faith, not a result of works, so that no one may boast." Yet the Catholic Church not only retained Tobit, but affirmed it as scripture at the Council